Long before the advent of computers, satellites, or even modern astronomy, our primitive ancestors gazed up at the stars in wonder and fear. They saw gods, monsters, and omens. And yet from this confusion emerged one of humanity's greatest achievements, predicting eclipses. But that's not all. Our ancestors' predictions were, in some cases, more accurate than those of NASA. How is it possible that people who lacked any modern conveniences were able to accurately forecast solar and lunar eclipses, sometimes decades in advance? What makes their predictions so precise even today? And what can we learn from their remarkable tradition of eclipse prediction? Join me as we unravel the mysteries of ancient eclipse prediction. Did ancient civilizations really predict eclipses more accurately than NASA? Well, if you're watching this video, then you might be one of the first to know. It all began thousands of years ago in Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization between the rivers Tigris and Euphrates. Here, in what is today Iraq, Kuwait, and Turkey. The ancient Babylonians would gather together each evening to observe the motions of the planets, moon, and stars, using nothing more than their keen eyesight and simple instruments like knotted strings. They meticulously charted their positions on clay tablets. These diligent observations were not merely a pastime, but a necessity. The Babylonians believed that these celestial movements were signs from the gods, guiding their lives, influencing their fates. As such, comprehending these divine messages was paramount. And at the heart of their celestial study lay the enigma of eclipses. Over countless hours spent under the night sky, the Babylonians noticed a peculiar pattern. Every 18 years, the moon would pass between the earth and the sun with uncanny regularity, casting its dark shadow upon the earth. This cycle, known as the Saros cycle, is the key to understanding the Babylonians' eclipse prediction prowess. You see, when the moon casts its shadow on the earth during a lunar eclipse, it doesn't fall in the same place every time. Due to the moon's elliptical orbit, sometimes it casts its shadow farther north, sometimes farther south, creating variations in the path of totality. But every 18 years, the moon lines up perfectly in front of the sun, covering its face completely for a few precious minutes. This total solar eclipse occurs in the same location as the previous one, giving rise to the Saros cycle. By identifying this cycle, the Babylonians could accurately predict where and when eclipses would occur. An astonishing feat considering the complexity of the calculation involved. To put it into perspective, the Babylonians lived around 2,500 years ago, a time when the concept of zero had not yet been invented, and when scientific instruments were rudimentary at best. Yet they managed to calculate the timing and location of solar and lunar eclipses with an accuracy that was unparalleled for centuries. While they lacked the sophisticated technology of today, they possessed something equally valuable, a deep connection with the natural world. The Babylonians were keen observers of nature. They watched the sky every night, recording the position and movement of stars and planets. This dedication to observation and the meticulous recording of their findings allowed them to build an understanding of celestial mechanics that was truly remarkable. They were also skilled mathematicians, developing complex algorithms to calculate the timing of eclipses. These calculations were incredibly intricate, involving complex fractions and geometric principles. And yet the Babylonians managed to develop formulas that could predict eclipses with an accuracy that would not be matched until the advent of modern science. The secret to their success lay in the combination of their observational skills, mathematical prowess, and unwavering determination to understand the natural world. It was this relentless pursuit of knowledge that enabled them to make groundbreaking discoveries that would influence the course of human history. And their impact went beyond the realm of astronomy. The Babylonians' understanding of eclipses was deeply ingrained in their culture, influencing their religious beliefs, agricultural practices, and even political decisions. For instance, they believed that solar eclipses were signs of divine displeasure, often leading to a change in leadership. While this may seem superstitious to us today, it was based on their deep-rooted belief in the interconnectedness of the heavens and the earthly realm. However, the Babylonians weren't the only ones who recognized the importance of understanding eclipses. Across the vast expanse of ancient China, a similar fascination was taking root. The Chinese emperors saw eclipses not just as natural phenomena, but as direct messages from the heavens, a clear sign of their favor or displeasure. To interpret these heavenly messages, Chinese emperors assembled a team of royal astronomers, whose duty it was to keep a vigilant eye on the skies and record every celestial event. Among their most important tasks was the prediction of eclipses, which was crucial for maintaining harmony within the empire. If an eclipse was seen as an omen of misfortune, the emperor would take swift action to appease the gods, preventing any potential disasters. The Chinese astronomers meticulously studied the patterns in the sky, building complex astronomical instruments to track the motion of celestial bodies with greater precision. They kept detailed records of their observations, noting the exact timing and duration of each eclipse. Some of these predictions date back over 2,000 years, and they align so precisely with modern data that scientists are still trying to verify the methods they used. One of the most significant contributions of the Chinese astronomers was the development of sophisticated lunar calendars. These calendars were not just for religious purposes, but served as crucial tools for agriculture, trade, and governance. The Chinese lunar calendar, which is still used today, is a testament to the enduring legacy of their work. However, unlike the Babylonians who developed their understanding of eclipses through independent observation, the Chinese astronomers had access to the work of their predecessors. They built upon the knowledge of earlier cultures, refining and expanding their understanding of the cosmos. This was facilitated by the invention of advanced instruments, like the armillary sphere and the astrolabe, which allowed for more precise measurements of celestial objects. Despite the advantages they had, Chinese astronomers still had to dedicate countless hours to observing the sky, making meticulous records and performing complex calculations. Their work was not merely theoretical, but had direct implications for the well-being of the empire. Thus, predicting eclipses was not just a task, but a vital responsibility. Now let's travel across the globe to the ancient Maya civilization in what is now Mexico and Central America. The Maya were renowned for their deep understanding of astronomy, which they integrated into almost every aspect of their culture. From their monumental architecture to their intricate calendar system, the Maya showed a mastery of celestial navigation that was truly remarkable. The Maya built observatories, temples, and pyramids that were aligned with astronomical events like solstices and eclipses. For example, the Pyramid of El Castillo aligns with the North Star Polaris, while the Caracol at Uxmal is positioned perfectly to observe the solar eclipse. These structures serve as tangible evidence of the Maya's profound understanding of celestial mechanics. But their astronomical knowledge was not confined to grand structures. It was also recorded in their codices, which unfortunately suffered heavy losses over the years. The surviving fragments, however, reveal an astonishing level of detail and accuracy. The Maya kept meticulous records of eclipses, noting the dates and times of both solar and lunar eclipses with a precision that boggles the mind. They developed an intricate calendar system that incorporated not just the solar year, but also the cycles of the moon and other celestial bodies. Their understanding of eclipses went beyond mere prediction. They saw them as significant events in their religious and cultural life. For instance, they associated solar eclipses with the underworld and certain deities, and they had elaborate rituals and ceremonies to mark these occasions. Moreover, the Maya integrated their astronomical knowledge into their agricultural practices, ensuring that their crops were planted and harvested in sync with the celestial cycles. This deep understanding of the cosmos allowed them to thrive in a challenging environment and maintain a vibrant culture for centuries. Each of these ancient civilizations had its own unique way of understanding and predicting eclipses, yet they all shared a common thread, a deep respect for the natural world and a thirst for knowledge. They observed, they calculated, they predicted, and they revered. In doing so, they laid the foundation for modern astronomy and left behind a legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder. They teach us that sometimes the oldest wisdom holds the most accurate truths, and that sometimes the simplest explanations are the most profound. The accuracy of their eclipse predictions is not just a matter of historical interest. It reflects a deeper truth about the human capacity for understanding the universe. These ancient minds, equipped with nothing more than keen observation and rigorous logic, managed to achieve a level of accuracy that we now struggle to improve upon with all of our technological advancements. It's a humbling reminder that we stand on the shoulders of giants and that the universe has a way of rewarding those who approach it with humility and curiosity. So the next time you look up at the sky, remember that you are part of a long lineage of stargazers. Remember the Babylonians, the Chinese, and the Maya, and all those who dared to dream of worlds beyond their own? They didn't have the fancy tools we have today, but they had something just as powerful. It's an intimate connection with the universe and the courage to trust its patterns.